Tired. I just sat down and did college football stuff all day. Sit down and just listen to the game on the radio. It was weird because it's Jeff Matthews. I've heard him do the high school games. So, I was, oh, okay. They just hired Jeff. I heard Corey. Corey's still on there. It's weird not to hear Jack anymore. Shit, Jack. Well, George Sloan. George and Jack had a similar voice. Yeah, it was weird. George Sloan. But yeah, we had George Sloan for a couple of years when Jack went to Tulsa and then came back. But almost my whole life it was Jack Nixon and the Aggies, so it was weird. It was like, yeah, I started listening to Aggie games when I was a little boy, about 10, so it's been about 50 years. And whenever you listen to the radio, it was Jack Nixon, so it's kind of interesting. It's like, wow, it's, oh, Nelly, Johnny Most, Bird sells it, Bird sells it. So it's a little different when you get someone else calling the game. And what's the guy's name? Al McCoy. A lot of people in Phoenix, they know what I'm talking about. But if Al McCoy, Shazam, was that his thing? I liked Al McCoy. But yeah, I was just sitting there listening to that stuff and just going, God dang. And the advertising it's like good gravy. It's like, oh, it's like watching Star Trek things with Spock and the Cornflowers and he's just like, oh, God damn. For a very humble, intelligent person, the more you go into the ego, you ever seen that movie The Cell? When she goes into Carl's brain, right? That's what it's like. It's like you're listening to TV, listening to advertising, going, they're not going to stop. I'm pretty sure it's egotistical conflict that they just can't stop, and it's genocidal, but I think it's more of an addiction than it is a plan. And today it was hard because I went into the house and I went to go check the mail, came back, got stuff to try to make dinner, but a lot of the vegetables had gone bad, so I couldn't make salad. So I'll have to get stuff for salad later this week. But I got the rest of the fix. I got the chicken and the bacon and the eggs ready for it. So, but I've been very depressed lately. Very, 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 very depressed. And the last time when they had Trump into office and they kicked up heavy economic activity, which caused a lot of genocidal stuff, even more so. During it wasn't much better during Biden. They did different movements and activities trying to counteract the others to make it look like they're being nice to the poor people, but they're actually putting the poor people into position to be abused by the Republicans. And so what the Democrats do is move them around to where the Republicans need them when the Republicans get elected so they can come in and kick their ass. Oh, a dog could see it. He's, oh, they're going to do the end around trick play with the, okay. Then they're going to do that. Okay, bad beats. Hey, Stanford Steve, you see that? Yeah. Wow. Wonder how much that ref got paid to make sure that the Suns didn't win. You see what I was saying? I mean, you can sit there and watch and go, God damn. And so you sit there and why are they doing this? Because they're insane. There's no other logical explanation. And I went over there and got the stuff, and Dad was talking to me, and I said, oh, it rained. And I was just after I checked the mail and came in and sat down for about 30 minutes. I missed it. I wasn't listening. I had the TV up and was watching TV, and it rained. And then I said to Dad, yeah, it just rained. He goes, yeah, every time we get an irrigation, the good Lord finishes it off with a rain every time. And I'm like, okay. And the scientist person in my head wants to sit there and go, what do you think Jesus was thinking when he drowned all those kids in Texas this year? And the 2 little kids up in Ruidoso. What do you think Jesus was thinking? What do you think he was thinking? Maybe he was going to the bathroom. Maybe he was drunk that day. That's what you want to say. Okay. You want to say that, Because I told him that one story about the Andes, the Andes, the people in the Andes, with the people look up and they see the ancestors, and the people they have a drought, and the people are suffering, and they they look in the clouds and they pray the ancestors, and then finally their eyes swell up and it rains and they show them mercy. And I told that to my dad once when I had that in a college class. I said, "Isn't that kind of pretty? You know, it's simplistic, but it's beautiful. There's some beauty to it." He laughed. He goes, "Isn't it crazy what some people believe?" And like I told you guys, I said, "There's no more than a God in the clouds sitting there watching us and doing things, and then a Pam that's going to torture us like on South Park after we're dead." You know, so I'm going, shit. Okay. The guys, Jesus doesn't make it rain. He doesn't, no. I talked to Jesus about it. What are you doing? Because it probably has something to do with genocide, Earl. Oh, you mean like the kids in Texas and the kids in Ruidoso? Right. Okay. And so what's Peterson Air Force Base doing with harps? Probably something to destabilize the environment to cause disease. Yeah, maybe so. I don't know. It hurts my feelings and it makes me sad, but I can never imagine being this perverse, where you think of ways to, okay, it's like a Rubik's Cube puzzle, and you got to get through the traps, and because it's always there. There's always a spider lurking. There's always this. You've always got to try to figure it out. Like you're the Martian on Mars. Why the fuck are we on Mars? Because we're going to mine it, because we're going to fuck up our planet, because we're stupid. Okay, that's a more honest answer. It's about time we got a fucking honest answer out of one of you assholes. Okay. To colonize, they're not going to colonize Mars, guys. They're fucking up Earth. And their science projects say they're fucking up Earth. So they're saying if we're going to build a spaceship to live on Earth and then to get out of the solar system to find a new planet to fuck up, we're going to have to use another planet that has similar type of, has an environment where you can't mine Venus, but you could mine Mars. Venus, if you will, please send over Russian science projects for us to kill. Just one they'll burn up in 2 hours, but get lots of pictures, and there'll be listen. They're going, "Hey, this is what it's like living in Phoenix," and the projects next to the freeway. You just shit. I'm blah. And I love my dad, so I don't want to say that to him. And people, well, how could it hurt? It does hurt, okay? That kind of thinking hurts. People believe money's real. They vote for president. They extort, exploit, and mass murder, and they put little kids and old people next to the freeways. It's the worst real estate. It's where all the poor people, and then they go, and you've got Texas Oncology Center. They say, don't build another fucking hospital to torture people with radiation and drugs. Park your cars, bars, and wars, forgive dead, trespass, love, one, eternal, faithful peace. Then if we get a telescope and we watch the things in the sky, it looks like they're not coming towards us. I think it's because it doesn't need to. I think the sun is saying, hey, I need some help here. These people aren't cooperating. They're not obeying natural laws like gravity and photosynthesis, right? And so I don't know. I'm just looking at life and the universe like a body and like a mind and like this, and I'm just really depressed. This last couple of days I've just been really depressed. And Muhammad told me, it's okay. Do what you need to do and do it the way you need to do it. And then when you're ready to get up and move and do the next thing, you will. And just don't tell yourself you got to do something. Just do what you feel. And I'm like, what? He goes, nice, eternal grace is infinite. They're torturing the hell out of you. They can kill you at any time. Hey, make it look like an accident like you thought when Amy was having those affairs with those GI jungle gyms. Yeah, okay. So just be you. Don't sit down and think, I have to do this and I got to do this. All you got to do is be you, Earl. And I'm like, thanks, Mohammed. I love you so much. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about Isaac. Don't worry about Gabe. Don't worry about anybody. Okay. They're watching football. Football and porno and books about war. Yeah, I know. And then saying, it's okay. It's okay. If they want to think that. And that's what Suzuki told me, don't badger the witness, because I can't go in and tell him stuff about what scientifically I think is going on and things like that, because he just looks at me and tells me, what's going on with the football games today. And then when I talk about the rain, he tells me, oh, good Lord did that. And it's like, yeah, boy, Jesus, yeah. Those kids in Texas and those two kids in Rio Doso must be, either Nazis or Anne Frank. Which one? You know, did you take them to the clouds to be angels, or did you kill them to send them to hell? Which one? The world may never know. How many licks does it take to get to the Tootsie Roll center of a Tootsie Pop? You're offending people today. Yeah, I stand up for Lord's Prayer and get abused by pervert scientists for doing it. You sit there and kiss their ass for money and then go on the 6 o'clock news crying because your kids died because you were stimulating economies. Okay, and you're offended by what I'm saying? I'm offended by what you do. Okay? When you get your kids killed playing economics by voting for president and asking Jesus for money or saying there's a better scientific way to make more organic money, I think I'm more sad for your kids when they get murdered by your irrational selfishness and irresponsibility than you are, because you keep doing the same fucked up shit and don't stand up to live the applied physics of the Lord's Prayer with me. Okay? If you hate me, I'm not worried about it, because you'll send your kids off to go play economics and do race cars and watch a 1,000-foot fire ring with the best people that can do airplanes in the sky, putting out fuels that cause brain damage. Stimulate the economy, kill yourself, kill each other. We learned during COVID that the ecosystem recovers a lot more rapidly than we originally thought. It's like, God damn. And then you're going to live with really kind, caring, truthful, faithful, honest people after you kill all the people that won't stand up for the Lord's Prayer. Okay. There's going to be me and a few poor people here in Cruces going, okay, I believe you, but I'm too scared to do anything. I'll take care of it for you guys then. So there's going to be me and like 18 families, right? I'm just kidding. You're obnoxious. I'm not obnoxious. I'm just trying to not be so goddamn depressed. I'll set my sights on Monday. All right. Thanks, man. Peace.